Welcome, my loves. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Kamoy. I want to welcome each and every one of you to my channel. If you are tuning in via YouTube, if you were tuning in via my podcast, I want to apologize because I did record yesterday's vibration and it did get uploaded via YouTube. However, it did not get saved via podcast. It got deleted somehow. And to be really honest with you, I just did not have the energy all the time to record it all over again on the podcast. So my apologies. But I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us for today's vibration. Today is December 26, 2019. And we are vibrating on the number 5 today. Okay, guys. So before we jump into the number 5, however, I do want to remind you guys that we go live on Friday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. And so you guys can come on in and join the chat and join the community where we answer questions. We have a lot of fun. So you guys can come on and join us on Friday nights if you're not doing anything. Okay. With that being said, I also want to remind each and every one of you that it's a new moon happening today. Okay. So we're going to kind of tap into that new moon energy to see exactly where you guys are and what you may need to look forward to or to pay attention to today, just for your own personal healing or your own personal wisdom and insight that maybe you may need to tap into intuitively today. Okay. I also want to remind you guys that these daily vibrations are uploaded at 12:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day, not just here on YouTube, but also on my podcast. Okay. I know the holiday is just about over. However, if you want to tap into your new 2020 energy, you guys, as of the 31st, the special for the month is up. I am going to be doing new specials also for next month. So we'll start talking about that in the live on Friday. Okay. Now, today we're vibrating on the number 5. You guys know the number 5 is all about change. Okay. The number 5 is all about you being able to embrace change and not fear change, but embrace change, because that's the one constant thing that's promised to you. Okay. Now, before we go any further, you guys also know that intuitive energy is available to you all day, every day. And it is up to you whether or not that you're going to tap into that part of yourself. Okay. So keep that in mind. Change is available to you, but you can also use your intuition to get you through whatever changes you're dealing with. Okay. As a matter of fact, you guys can say hi to Wisdom. This is Wisdom. Okay. My skull. Okay. With that being said, use your intuition as you are embracing change. All right. Now, today you can also feel like you're you're telepathic. Okay. You can feel that you can think about a person and the person either shows up or the person calls. Okay. Or you can think of a thing. And like you just feel very connected, today, and you can find that you're interacting, telepathically with others today. Okay. Today's also a day about releasing and surrendering. Okay. Embracing what you can change and releasing and surrendering the things that you cannot. Today is going to be important also. On the lower vibrational end of the number 5, you do have stagnant energy in the atmosphere, as well as fear of change. You also have irresponsible energy in the atmosphere today, so you want to be mindful who you are asking to help you today. Okay. So if you know you need someone dependable, why would you want to ask someone you cannot rely on? So keep that in mind. You can't get angry at people for being who they are, especially in this energy. So with this new moon energy happening in Capricorn, this is all about structure. This is all about creating a solid foundation, or at least setting up the systems to create the solid foundation as you're moving forward with this new energy that's coming in. Okay. We are in Capricorn season, so this is all about order and structure. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is the timekeeper. So you will find that in this season, it is beneficial for you to go with the energetic pattern and maybe prioritize. This energy can help you to prioritize the things that need to take priority in your life, aka family, aka relationships, aka your dreams, aka your aspirations, aka your healing. Okay, anything that you feel you need to center yourself to create a structure, a solid structure of healing and love and energy for you is what you will need to be doing. Okay, we are now moving in a time where if you are not tapping into yourself intuitively, it will be a little difficult for you to maneuver this energy in the waves that's coming in. Okay, now let's get into the four elements. Before I start talking about the four elements in your wisdom for the day, I want you guys to be mindful that you are responsible to master all four elements, okay? You are to master not just the earth energy if you're born under Capricorn, because we're in Capricorn season, but you also need to master the air energy, the fire energy, and the water energy, okay? Air energy represents your thinking, okay? The fire energy represents you being able to take action. That's your movement, okay? The water energy represents your emotions, okay? And the earth energy represents your finances, your home, okay? Anything physical, your car, your clothing, okay? So you still need to master all of those areas of your life, okay? This is what I say. Self-mastery is about you being able to learn all 12 energetic patterns of the zodiac, aka the 12 disciples, aka the 12 tribes of Judah, okay, or however they translate in the depending on what text you're reading, aka the 12 disciplines. Okay, so it is important for you to understand, okay, that you are to master all 12 energetic patterns and then rise above them. Okay, this is how you're able to bend space and time. Now, with that being said, we're starting off with my earth signs because this is Capricorn season, and we're talk about your wisdom today. Now, we've been talking about this Pluto energy because we've been dealing with the root chakra, and we know root chakra rules fear and anxiety, and root chakra also rules heaviness and feeling sluggish and really not wanting to do things. And obviously, if you're in fear and you're anxious, you can feel depressed. You can feel like nothing is happening, nothing is moving. Okay, so keep in mind as we are moving within this full moon energy, because we've been focusing on the root chakra this week, I really want you guys to set your intentions knowing that you're dealing with energy right now. What's grounding you, guys, okay, as you're opening, as this portal is being opened with this new moon energy in Capricorn, that's all about solidifying things. Think about what's grounding you in your root chakra. Okay, your root chakra is the portal that is used for you to be able to set your intentions in the physical realm. Okay, this is what grounds you in the physical realm. Okay, now for my wonderful Capricorns, you guys have the wisdom home card today. Okay, when this card pops up, this card is asking you to take a look on the front line, your home, your relationships. Okay, you know the saying, home is where the heart is. Take a look at your heart, especially when it comes to the situations at home with family. Okay, you may want to reevaluate some things there. Sometimes saying no may affect some people if they're not used to you saying no. Okay, even for my Capricorns, because Capricorns will give in to those that they love. Like if they rocks with you, Capricorn will rocks with you, okay? But once they feel like they're being used, this energy then can become toxic, okay? So please understand, Capricorns, when you're dealing with home, you may need to make subtle changes today, okay? Remember, today you're dealing with very telepathic energy, all right? We also have the energy of being an influencer today. So be mindful that your reactions or your actions are making an impression on others. You're influencing others today, Capricorns. Okay. Now, my wonderful Taurus, you guys have the soulmate card popping up. And when this card pops up, this card is just basically saying, be open to sacred love coming in. Okay. Now, in order for you to be able to allow love to come in, my wonderful Taurus, you do have to be vulnerable. Okay. Love is not going to come where vulnerability is not. Just know. Okay. Love is not going to come where vulnerability is not. You know how some people want to be loved, but they don't want to open up their heart to love? Like they still want to have that wall up, but they want you to be vulnerable with them. That doesn't happen, Taurus, okay? At least not real, true, genuine love. All right, so you're going to have to open up your heart today if you really want to allow that love to come in. Now, be mindful as you're setting your intentions in this new moon, my wonderful Taurus, if you will be doing that you have to really set it in a place of I want to say positive energy, because whatever energy or whatever intention you're setting, whatever energy or whatever feeling you're giving to your intention as you're setting them in this new moon is what's going to manifest. Okay, so allow yourself to be vulnerable. Okay, you also could have new love coming in, and with that new love coming in, you need to allow yourself to be vulnerable. My wonderful Virgos, I know this is the holiday season and we've been spending a lot of time with family and friends, and you guys have the family and tribe card. When the family and tribe card pops up, this is all about you being mindful not to allow other people's opinions to become more louder than your opinion of yourself. That's going to be very important, okay? It's important for you to not to allow other people to really dictate your moves in this new season, my wonderful Virgo. Sometimes people put you in a box and limit you because they can't see themselves moving past their own situations. To be mindful about that, okay? So overall, the energy for my wonderful earth signs is pay attention to your home life, okay? Some of you could be calling in love, but you need to be mindful that love requires a give and take. You can't just give, you need to be open to receive also, aka vulnerability is going to be key. You may have to put some guards down, okay? Also be mindful the same limitations that others set for themselves, they may want to set for you, and that is the overall message for earth signs, okay? Now let's jump into my wonderful air signs, okay? So for my air signs, we're talking about Geminis, we're talking about Aquarius, and we're talking about Libras, okay? Now with this new moon energy, my wonderful air signs, I do want to say that you're responsible, or your walk is really your mental, your spiritual thinking. Okay, this is all about your thinking. You guys rule the thinking nature. Okay, so for my wonderful Geminis, you have dreams. Okay, now Gemini, you have to understand that you are the sign that rules like the bridge, or bridge the gap between the heavens and the earthly realm, okay? It's really not so much about you being two-faced as others, you know, some people may say. It's really that bridge between the spiritual realm and this realm, okay? So you need to be able to pay attention to your dreams. And this can be literally, for some of you, especially my energy, my empaths, and anyone that deals with energy that maybe Geminis, this could be literally, you can be receiving messages literally in your dreams. For some of you, this is just the goals and the visions and the things that you want to do in this third dimensional realm. You may have to start like I said, we're in this new moon with Capricorn, so you may have to start setting some structure or writing some plans down so you can start taking the proper steps that's needed to get you to where you want to be, my wonderful Gemini, okay? Now, Aquarius, you have self-love popping up for your message today. And with self-love, especially within this new moon in Capricorn energy, that's amazing energy to just step into, because Capricorns rule fucking I'm feeling myself, okay? I know that Beyonce, I think, is a Virgo, and she sang that song. But I am telling y'all, Capricorns, whoo, talk about confidence, especially when they know how to utilize everything, okay? Order and structure can be brought into self-love. Boundaries can be brought into self-love with this new energy, okay? This new moon energy, my wonderful Aquarius, okay? So the new moon is happening in Capricorn, and I concur. I do feel that, energetically, I do feel like that's where we're sitting with the energy. That can usher in for you, like I said, solid foundations. Okay, Aquarius, within self-love, especially where you're able to create healthy boundaries. Okay, now my wonderful Libras. Okay, so my wonderful Libras, you guys have the sexuality card, and you know how I feel about this card. If you've been listening to any of my videos where I've used my healing deck, you guys know I talk about this sexual energy, which is also aka creative energy. Okay, because sexual energy not only creates babies, but it can create physical things. It can create it can also manifest thoughts. It can also have you entrapped in other people's energy. Okay, there is always an exchange of energy and not just bodily fluids when it comes to sex. Some of you may need to pay attention to either embracing your sexuality, okay, your sexual preference. Some of you may have to embrace your sexiness, right? And remember that feeling sexy is an energy. Sexiness is an energy, okay? Some of you may need to definitely start exercising again, and this shouldn't just be a New Year's resolution. For some of you, this is going to be a lifestyle change. Some of you could have just lost, at least one of you in particular, could have lost some weight, but you're still in that heavier mentality, like you have not really stepped into the smaller version of you mentally yet. So you're going to have to pay attention to that, my wonderful Libras, okay? Because you may need to start dressing in your right size and not wearing these big clothes that does not complement your body. Some of you may need to learn also, when it comes to the sexuality card, not to use sex as a weapon, okay? Or not to use sex as a justification to get what you need, okay? For manipulation, okay? So, overall message for my wonderful air signs. Some of you will, and okay, so Geminis, Aquarius, and Libras, just overall, some of you will have to start paying attention to your dreams, literally, as well as your aspirations and any goals that you have. And that's mainly for Geminis, but this can apply to any of the air signs. Self-love is going to be key, so you can definitely set your intention in that in this new moon in Capricorn. And just pay attention to your creative energy. What are you creating with your sexual energy, okay? Some of you will need to embrace who you are sexually. Some of you may need to try some new things sexually with your partner to spice your relationship up too. Like, that's just real talk. Some of you may need to learn not to use sex as a weapon and as a form of manipulation. Remember, we're moving into a season of integrity, so anything that you're not building in integrity will not last much longer. We are switching from a what is that? It's matriarch and patriarch. We're switching from a patriarch type energy going into a matriarch type energy with a lot more loving, a lot more feminine energy. So this I'm going to step all over you energy to get what I want is fading out, okay? And it's fading out rather quickly. According to Kelly's like people just be cranking it too hard. This is not the season to crank it too hard. Danielle's is more like people just be doing way too much. So this is not the season to crank it too hard or to be doing way too much. Your ass needs to be like, yeah, just fall back, okay? Now, let's move on to my wonderful fire signs. So fire signs, we're talking about my wonderful Sagittarius, my Leos, and my Aries. Now, fire signs, you guys are responsible for movement and action as far as the elements are concerned. concerned. Okay. Now, all right, Sagittarius, you guys have self-sabotage. Okay, this popped out in pre-poll. We got a few cards that popped out in the pre-poll. Family and tribe popped out in the pre-poll from the earth realm. Self-sabotage is now popping out again. So, Sagittarius is asking you to get out of your own way today. And especially if you're setting any intentions with this new moon energy, you need to definitely get out of your own way and be truthful with yourself about what you really want to. That's going to be important, okay? Have you been settling, okay? Or have you been maybe asking way too much? Right? So yeah, come to terms with, am I asking too much or have I been settling? Okay, that's going to be important for you, my wonderful Sagittarius. Now, for my wonderful Leos, today your wisdom message is pride. Okay, now if any of you are interested in what deck I am using today, I am using my Healing Yourself deck. Okay, and this is by Anya Siegel. And you can find her on Amazon. Okay. So, my wonderful Leos, you got pride today, okay? This is not, like I said, this is not the season to crank it too hard. This is not the season to be doing way too much. This may be the season to kind of fall back a little and take a look at yourself, okay? Take a look at yourself. Take a look at your actions. Take a look at your response. Take a look at your reactions today, my wonderful Leos, okay? So before you react, because we do know Leos can get a little prideful because some of you don't like to share your sunlight. You may want, especially if it's in a relationship, you may not want to share your sunlight. And this is the holiday season. So just be mindful with your pride today, my wonderful Leos, okay? Or you could be interacting with others, okay, around prideful energy, which will then pull your ass into dealing with some of this prideful energy yourself. But remember, you meet no one but you. So people are going to reflect either things back at you that you need to work on and heal, or that you need to embrace about yourself, okay, and love about yourself. So just be mindful about that, okay? Now, my wonderful Aries, today your message is procrastination, okay? And you need to be mindful. Once again, we're dealing with very structured energy that's coming in through Capricorn with this new moon. So any intentions that you're setting, my wonderful Aries, you want to be mindful to utilize the stability of this energy with Capricorn with this new moon to set your intentions, okay? This is not the season for you not to move forward. This is the season, if you're putting in the work that you, or if you've been putting in the work, you will see fruitation. Consistency is going to be key, my wonderful Aries. So just please remember that as you're moving forward with this energy. 2 on the timer, y'all. Okay, 22 was just on the timer. Now, and it's interesting because when I did the pre-poll earlier, that popped out in a few cards. I think it was card number 2, card number 20, and I think it was also card number 22 that popped out in the same sequence. So that's just interesting. Okay, so any of you that are into signs and symbols of numerology, that message could be for you. All right, so overall message from my wonderful fire signs, regardless of if you are Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, just, use them where they apply. You need to be mindful to get out of your own way and don't self-sabotage yourself. This message was geared towards Sagittarius, but anyone can use it. Prideful energy is there and is in the atmosphere. Now remember that you have the power to influence others today. That energy is in the atmosphere, okay? Especially there's a lot of telepathic energy in the atmosphere. So it's asking you to pay attention to your pride, and this was definitely directed towards Leos. And it was asking that my wonderful Aries don't procrastinate, all right? If you have something to do today, you may just want to go ahead and move and trust yourself and use your intuition as you're doing so. So everyone needs to remember today that there is energy of influence today. So you're either going to be influencing someone or influencing others, or they're going to be influencing you. So just be mindful and pay attention as we're moving through this energy, just which side of the table that you're on, okay, and what state of mind you are dwelling in, okay. Now, finally, but not least at all, we're going to tap into my wonderful water signs. Now, water signs, you guys rule the energetic patterns of emotions, okay? This card popped out in a pre-pull too, selling out, okay? Entrapment also popped out, okay? And how teachable are you also popped out in the pre-pull, okay? Now, from a water signs, we're starting out with Cancers. Okay, now, from a wonderful Cancers, it's interesting, Cancers, because you guys, really rule and govern the heart chakra, along with the sun. Okay, so that's, we're talking about Cancer and Leo energy, okay, as taking place in the heart chakra, right? Now, it's important for my wonderful Cancers to know that you're going to definitely have to get out of your feelings so you can get into your feelings today, all right? When this card pops up, this card represents, just like your integrity is being tested and your inner strength is definitely being called forward, okay? You need to come to a place within yourself that you're either going to operate on fear or you're going to operate on love. Okay, you're going to operate on fear or love. That's the only two choices that you have. And based on the decisions and the choices that you make, you will know what decisions you've made. Okay, everything that you're going through, just know, my wonderful Cancers, right, that you're going to have to get out of your feelings so you can get into your feelings. All right, so which means that you're going to have to stop taking things personally and start reevaluate why you feel offended, why you feel jealous, why you feel unloved. You're going to have to start asking yourself these questions so you can do the inner work within that's required. Okay, because whatever you're feeling, my wonderful Cancers, is what's manifesting into this third dimensional realm and into your experiences. Okay, now from a wonderful Pisces, you guys have entrapment today. Okay. Now, when entrapment pops up, entrapment is all about you knowing that you are not trapped in any situation, that the resolution that you seek is within yourself. If you can get yourself into a situation, my wonderful Pisces, you can also get yourself out. Not to mention that sometimes I have a Pisces, my youngest is a Pisces, and I tell him all the time that, you don't know everything, right? So with that being said, you don't know everything. That just lets you know, my wonderful, wonderful Pisces, right? Tap into yourself so you can get out, because what you think you know, you don't. There's always there's always another level to things, okay? So you need to get to that level because you are a water sign, and because you rule the energetic pattern of I believe, and because you also rule understanding things from all of the other, well, let's just say you take all of the other lessons that may not have been learned with all, with all past 11 other zodiac signs, and you bring it into a deeper level of understanding. Okay, now with that being said, Pisceans can also be able to adapt to another person's energetic pattern, so you can literally observe someone else's energy. Okay, or step into someone else's energy field and think that it's your energy that you're interacting with or dealing with. So you can be happy, Pisces. Leave the house very happy. Get to work and sit next to your coworker and feel sad and depressed for the rest of the day, and not really understanding why or where that's coming from. Okay, so be mindful about that. This is a season for understanding as well as understanding. Okay, because if you're under something, you can't really see above it, right? Now, if you're in and you can go in, and then you can then have a projective view of outside. Okay, because you can look out the window and you can see what's going on outside, right? So go within, So you can definitely affect the outer realm. Okay. Now, with that being said, we got last but not least my wonderful Scorpio. Okay. How teachable are you, my wonderful Scorpios? You know how I said I have my baby. My baby is um, a Pisces. And let me just tell you that he challenges me and teaches me things on a daily basis. Okay. And I have to say, I feel like he is like a lawyer or a negotiator. He has a way of negotiating his way through things. The simplest things. I love it. Okay. When the first of all, that's card number 9, my wonderful Scorpio. So I do want to point that out because the number 9 represents a ending of a cycle. Okay. And when this card pops up, this card is really asking you to open up yourself to learning new things. How open are you to learning new things, right? How important is it for you right now in your life to let go of any judgments, of any doubt, of any negativity, of any self-sabotage? Like, how important is that for you right now? How important is it for you to be able to attain your goals, your dreams, your visions, the type of relationship that you want? Shit, if you're on a materialistic level, the type of car that you want, like, how important is it for you at this stage in the game for you to acquire and get to the goals that you want? Is this a spiritual goal? Is this a mental goal? Is this an emotional goal? Like, how valuable is that to you right now? Now, if you're a Scorpio and you're really doing your work, this could be something on a deeper level to you at this point. Are you in a position right now where you're ready to learn from the things that you've been through or the things that others have shared with you? Right? Okay. And some of the things that you may have received and some of the lessons that you may have received from others may not have been the best tasteful way that it was done. It may not have been the most it may have been painful. It may have been cold. It may have been heavy, right? You're in a season now where you get to really take everything that you've accumulated this year, my wonderful Scorpios, everything, okay, and apply it to 2020. Apply it to 2020 in this new moon energy, right? You know, they talk about we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but with principalities and forces in higher places that we know not of. These are all energetic patterns. We are all energetic beings. Everything is all energy, frequency, and vibration. And when you start to understand that, my wonderful Scorpios, you start to understand how powerful you are as an energetic being, okay? Which means we have we're the only zodiac sign with 2 symbols, okay? How teachable are you, my wonderful Scorpios? We got 2 symbols. We got the eagles that flies and observes everything, okay? An overview, okay? Overview, you get to see everything. And then you're a water sign and you're very inner. You like to go to the deeps of things, so you also have an inner view, inner standing, okay? And then you take all of that and you gain an understanding. Okay, so the point that I'm trying to make here, we got the eagle that flies above, and then we got the phoenix, okay? So once you have surveyed, observed, and learned, been through the pain, been through the trial, been through the turbulation, you're able to take all of those things that you've been through and apply them. Okay, so you can move forward. Now, keep in mind, however, okay, it's always important for you to pay attention to your intuitive nature, okay, because your intuitive nature is not going to lead you into a wrong spot, all right? That's going to be key. All right, my lovelies. Now, last reminder, I know today is the new moon energy. However, this will be the last time that you can sign up to join the new moon live meditation. That is going to be via a private link only for a donation of $15. And you guys can go ahead and donate that via PayPal, which is the number 4, your inner voice at gmail.com. The same way the channel is spelled. You're just going to add gmail.com and that is my PayPal. So that's the number 4, your innervoice all together at gmail.com. That's my PayPal. Or you can cash at me at $KIMOY106. Once again, that's $KIMOY106. That's a $15 donation, and we will be doing a live meditation via private link only. So if you're interested in doing that new moon meditation, please have your donation submitted by 6 p.m. today. Okay, my loves, because we are doing the meditation live tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Now, if you guys would like to go ahead and book a private coaching session / intuitive reading with me, you guys can still get the monthly special for a $50 donation, and you can also use the PayPal or Cash App links to make your donation. And if you would like to go ahead and schedule me for any type of coaching sessions or any type of speaking engagements, you guys can definitely go ahead and email me also at the number 4 yourinnervoice@gmail.com. All right, my lovelies, keep in mind that we go live once again every Fridays at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time here on YouTube. If you're tuning in via YouTube, if you're tuning in via the podcast, you can come on and join us. Not to mention the daily vibrations go up at 12:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. All right, my loves. No, you know the deal, right? Be kind to yourself. Okay, honor yourself, love yourself, take care of yourself, and I will see you guys in the next daily vibration tomorrow. Your individuals for 2020 will be posted before the new year. I know I said new moon. I just have not been, but I will have the 2020 videos up before 2020. Okay, guys, love you much, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's daily. Bye, my loves.